What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all for being here. Gonna give everybody a few minutes to join, and then we'll go ahead and get it started. Gonna give everybody another minute, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you guys are ready, if you're not ready, don't matter. I'm ready. Alright, so my cat is sitting on top of my mouse. Nice. Hey Shadow. Mama, please get up. Alright. Alright. So again, today's session, right, or not even today's session, but isolation session, we're gonna focus mainly on the 30-minute time frame. We're gonna focus on structure, where we're at, and seeing what's happening on a day-to-day basis, right? So I'm gonna start off with AU. We're gonna go to the daily 4-hour 30-minute just to see where we're at overall. Real quick, see if we have any continuations. We know we're in A2, looking for a downtrend. In the 4-hour, we're still in the zone of consolidation. Price at the top, price at the bottom, just moving sideways, right? Waiting to see right now. Again, no continuations. We have a month or a week of counter drop, or I'm sorry, a week of counter rise. And on the 30-minute, we had a day of drop on Friday. Price trend reset. We had a gap that started off the week, then gave us a day of rise here. Right, so we have a day of rise here on AU. Right, not only do we have a day of rise, we have a 4-hour green 4-hour candle. Alright, and AU is pretty simple, right? Again, I don't trade going against the trend, right? So going against the trend would be looking for price to go up. I'm looking for price to start trending down, right? We had a 30-minute high. We had this break, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Gave us a change of character, higher high. We're still trading between this low and this 30-minute high. So at this point, it's just a waiting game, right? What I want to see overall is two things. I either want to see price come up, retest these highs, and then start going down, or I want to start seeing a flip of trend direction, right? We know that we're looking for these highs to be broke. We finally got those highs to break. So we can see that price gave us this high here, so it's going to be our next zone. And then for price to go down, I want to see price break these lows down here. So we'll be waiting for this one for tomorrow. It's good, Muhammad. Good evening, my brother. Yo, AUD. Oh, excuse me, guys. Right, this is one that I'm currently not actively trading, but we will update just in the 30-minute time frame just to have this updated. One that we are looking for price to start going up, but it is currently still moving downwards, still giving us counter drop moves. Right now we're in the middle of the zone. Again, that's the biggest reason as to why we're not looking for a trade on this one. We're just in the middle of the zone. For we have 2 weeks to drop. This week being the 3rd week, price already gave us a new low. 30-minute, we're just still here at the low still. Right, we had high, low, high, change of character, low, gave us this low and this high. Price went to these lows, broke these lows a few days ago, gave us this high and this low. Right, price is just still reacting to that. So EA we're gonna turn off and we're just gonna skip it. Right, ECAD, same thing. ECAD right now we have slight day of rise, super close. We could argue and say that this is a no net just because of how close it finished, but we are gonna say it's a rise just for the sake of it. We're still in the same higher high, still within the same trades. Right, we had this change of character, right, and price never gave us a slight pullback until here. Right, so we know that we're trading between still higher high, higher low, higher high. Trading between this low and this high. EA going counter, yep, moving down, still moving counter. EU at the end of the day, end of the session, we finally got the break, never got a retest, right, but we got a break. Once we got the break, price continued to push to the top side, so we're still trading within the same 30-minute low and 30-minute high, which is just this 30-minute high here and this 30-minute low here. You had two zones, either for price to break above here or down below here. Now at this point, we're just gonna keep it like this, right? At the high that we're looking for is gonna be this high to be broken, the 30-minute high, for price to continue to push to the top side. Or we're gonna be looking for these lows down here for price to continue to go down. GCAD, we're in V1 at the top of consolidation, so again, not the best place to look for a trade. We have a week of rise, no continuations. 30-minute, we had a day of rise on Friday. Alright, and then today, Monday, gave us a day of no net. So again, no continuations. Price failed to break these 30-minute highs once again. Right, so we know that we're still trading between this high, this low. We can see that this 30-minute high did break, right? We got candle closures above, so technically we're trading between this low and whichever highs want to be set here, which in this case, we'll be using the last green candle before the push down. Right, so we know that we're trading between this high and this low. GJ is going to the daily time frame. We're in peak high territory, so market maker's pattern is not present on GJ. We had 3 months of rise. On the third month, we have a rise no net. Could we be expecting a fourth month variation where we get a new high? Absolutely. Right, so in the 4 hour, we have 4 weeks where price was going up. The last 2 weeks, price has just started consolidating, right, which puts us in the zone. We consolidated, broke below, gave us a fake breakout, right, reached the 30-minute low that we were in, then started pushing up again. Gave us 3 days of rise. On the third day, gave us a rise drop. On the fourth day, which was Friday, gave us that 4th-day variation. Did not give us a new high, so technically it was not a 4th-day variation. Respected the 800 EMA and started pushing up. Right, at this point, the only safe entry that I have for this one, right, to continue going up. Let me clear some of this out, guys. Right, it's gonna be just the break of these 30-minute highs. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove that, and the lows are gonna be the whichever lows are set, which at this point, really the only lows that are set are here. Right, and for the day, we had 2 days of rise. So let's see where price wants to end up going for the rest of this trend. We'll change the low to this one here. So it's a closed zone. We'll see. GU daily time frame. We are in V1, right? Looking for that second push to the top side. Right now we have 4 months where price is moving sideways. We can see how that's working out here in the 4-hour time frame. Right, price just moving sideways from the top to the bottom. Right, we rejected the bottom, started pushing to the top side. No continuations in the weekly time frame either. 30-minute, we have 3 days of rise. On the third day, gave us a rise drop. 4th day gave us a no net. Gave us another day of rise here. Wanted to see these highs being broke. Got the break up here. Got the pullback. So is this where we could see price retest and continue this push to the top side? We'll have to wait and see. Again, if you guys have any questions, any pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll just go over the ones here that have the red flag, and then we'll be done for the day. We're really only missing 4 more pairs, so we're almost done here. US30 daily time frame. Once again, we're in peak high territory. There's really no change of characters have been given, no break of structures have been given. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, price is still giving us higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Right, we reached the 4-hour and the daily low the same way we reached the daily and the 4-hour high at one point. Right now we have a week of drops, so at this point no continuations in the 4-hour, no continuations in the daily. What we did have is price reached the daily and the 4-hour zone, right, created a 30-minute low as well, rejected all 3 of the zones, started pushing up, right? So today I was expecting 2 things, right? We had an engulfing red candle that we knew was in the middle of the zone, so it's not a valid engulfing. and we had another engulfing red candle at the top of the zone, which at this point we already saw that price just wanted to consolidate, right? Price failed to break above the consolidation, the engulfing green candle, right? To flip this engulfing red into an uptrend, it needs to break above the candle, right? Notice how there was no break. The only two candles that broke above were both testing candles, right? So price went right back down, tested the engulfing red candle at the lows again, and never closed below the zone. So at this point, we still don't have a confirmation as to where price wants to go. We also don't have, a 372, which is something that I really wanted to wait for to see if price wanted to give us a 372. If price would have given us a second day of rise today, we could have been expecting price to continue the uptrend push going into tomorrow. So the fact that we don't have that, we still don't have a clean indication, right? Nonetheless, we still have gaps here at the top of the market, the same way we have gaps here at the bottom of the market. So we know that eventually price is going to want to come up to these zones to fill up these gaps and then give us another pullback back down, right? So if price breaks below these lows, then we know that price is going to want to cover these gaps first. If price breaks above these zones up here at the top, then we know it's going to want to reach these gaps up here at the top side. So we just got to be patient with those entries and then just trade the direction that price wants to move to, right? We don't want to get in too early. We also don't want to get in too late. We want to get in at the right time. USDCAD had 2 days of rise, 372. We already knew that was not going to happen based on the fact that at the end of the day on Friday, price gave us a steep, very steep pullback, right? So we already knew price wasn't going to have enough juice to give us that push, right? Nonetheless, price finished on a day of drop. And gave us a red 4-hour candle. Right, at this point, my next zone of interest is going to be here. Right, where you're trading between that low, these highs can stay the same. 3 weeks of rise. On third week, it was rise drop. Fourth week variation. I'm not expecting price to go up again. Right, and then we have 3 months of rise. On the third month, give us a rise no net, expecting that fourth day variation. Got a fourth month rise already. Price started pushing down again after we rejected those highs. Same way here in the 4-hour, right? These are not break of structure. These are all testing candles here at the top. So we still don't have the indication that price is gonna continue that uptrend push. Gold in the same situation as US30. Peak high territory, no valid market makers pattern present. We have 3 weeks of rise. So this week I'm expecting price to either give me a no net or I'm expecting a drop. I'm not expecting price to continue pushing up on gold. Right, at this point we have a day of rise, which was on Friday. Then today gave us a second day of rise. Am I expecting a third day today? Let's look at it. Right, a 4-hour candle was green. Right, we know that we're trading between this break, this low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Last green candle before the push down. Last red candle before the push up, which we're gonna use these zones here. Right, and what we want to focus on is gonna be price breaks above that high or price breaks below these lows. Last but not least, Bitcoin. Guys, if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll be done for the day until tomorrow. We'll see each other at the live session, 6 a.m. and then again tomorrow night. Right now for Bitcoin, we have 2 months of rise, expecting that third month high. Right, 4 weeks, or I'm sorry, in the 4-hour. Wow, my brain is so foggy today. We're trading between this 4-hour high and this 4-hour low. Price rejected the 4-hour low, started going to the top, rejected the middle side, right, went down, rejected the bottom, started going up against where we're at now. right? We have no continuations. We have a day of no net, day of rise today. Price failed to give us that 3rd month high today. That's where the profit was, right? So we're waiting to see what price wants to do. If I get a steep change of character at this point, I already moved my stops to down here, right? I'm cashing out that 1-1. If it goes right back down, then we'll wait for another entry. So I'm gonna keep this one like this for now. And that's pretty much it, guys. No real pair that I could see here for Asia session that we could really stay up for and be like, oh, this is gonna be a good one. We're in a point where the last 2 weeks we had really good trades, really good movements. So these upcoming days we're expecting price to kind of just give us kind of clean it up a little bit, right? They're gonna go back to doing the bullshit, giving us bad days, right? We have news coming up too. Let's not forget. Let's look at that real quick. Forex Factory, right? We know that we have news tomorrow. Well, I'm sorry, there's no news tomorrow. It's Wednesday that we have news, right? Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. there's news. 10:30 a.m. there's news at 2 p.m. There's news at 12:45, and then going into Thursday we also have news at 8:30 a.m. So we already know that coming up for this week there's gonna be a lot of weird movements, right? And these slow days, we know they're gonna come up, right? Whenever we're in a week where we have a lot of news coming up, we know that price, for the most part, on days where there's no news, like today and tomorrow, markets are gonna be very slow, right? So ADR for the week, they're just being conservative with it, and they're gonna hit us with the entire move on those days that we have news. So unless you guys have any other questions, anything you guys need me to explain again, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know before we get off. If not, then we'll be done here tonight. Link for the Discord will be in the chat. Make sure you guys join. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, during the live session 6 a.m. to 10:30. Then we have the isolation session, which is this one at 7 p.m. Eastern, every Monday through Thursday. And then every Sunday in the morning from 9 to 11 a.m. we do a Sunday market weekly breakdown. So make sure you guys join. That's pretty much all good. Thank you. See you tomorrow, my brother. No problem. I'll see you tomorrow. See you guys in the morning.